Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pre-Market Live Show. Today is, and I can't even see what day it is, but it's Thursday, August 7th. Here we go. Let's take a look and see what's going on in the markets. All information presented here is for educational and informational purposes only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. How are you, Laptop Travel, Luis Rodriguez, and everybody else this morning, Doge Mama 9 and all the crew. Let's go through and see what's happening real quick. Pretty green market, it looks like. I'm just going to cruise through real fast today because we're going out, and I got to get cruising. So here we go. We'll take a fast look and see what's going on here. Actually, we can do, did I even retweet out the Joe Lee's jumpers? I was just jumping around the market looking what was going on here, checking out social media, and there we go. That is the Joe Lee's jumpers right here. So let me take a look and see what's going on with CMCT first. So here we go, CMCT. Oh, hold on. Let me type it in first. Here we go. Creative Media. And this one was jumping up there today. Wow, that one is a good little popper. So there you go with that one. And COSM. Let's look at that one. Cosmos Health. I know it was running yesterday. I did see that. COSM. What am I keep putting it into the URL thing and screw myself up. Hold on. Let me do this. COSM. There we go. And yeah, it was running up yesterday there. A little bit of run up this morning and some pullback. So that one's right there. And Craig, I remember we just looked at this not long ago. It was on the scanner. I don't remember exactly when, but that's a nice roll up right there. I would watch Craig. It could continue to go up today. CREG right there. You can see it was running up yesterday, and it's rolling off still. So ran up some, and then it's cruising back up. Why do I keep doing this? Jesus Christmas. I don't know why I keep putting the stock tickers in there. That's crazy. But anyway, CWD. Let's see what that's doing. Caliber's something, and they have an earnings coming up there in a day or so, or next week. What am I talking about? A day or so. Today's the 7th. That's the 13th right there. I'm telling you, I can barely read on this laptop. I can't wait to get back to my setup. It's way easier, but it's all good. I can still do the shows. GV is Visionary Holdings, and this has been running up the last few days. Could be just pulling back to set up again. And IMG's way up this morning over 100%. I saw this one, boom, way down there. And look at that popping up. I wonder what their news was. Not even sure. They haven't had news since January 15th, at least on here on the FinViz anyway. And that's pretty wild. And KIDZ, good old kids. And this is a USA education services one, and this is actually getting set up. We might have to keep an eye on that. Kids, an open door right here was trying to move again, and as I was saying, it is getting set up. Let it pull back a little bit, but that's going to be a pretty good one still. We were way early. SGBX right now is trying to curl up. It ran up yesterday pretty big, and it's just getting set up down here, so we'll have another run up. It's just not ready. And Snap right here is Snap Inc. And let's see what that is. It's probably Snapchat or whatever. And it took a big old dip yesterday, it looks like. And is that today? Yes, it is. So that took a big old dip down, and we'll see what it wants to do. That had earnings, so that could get set up there. Not exactly ready yet. And I'm just going to cruise through the market real quick. I think that was all the Joe Lee's jumpers right there where I just go. Hold on. Hold on a second. I got to get down here. Yep, that's the Joe Lee's jumpers right there. I'll tweet out the laptop lowdowns real quick. I'm just going to run through the market real fast. I'm going to hop off because I do have to get cruising this morning. So here we go. Let's just take a look and see what else is going on. I'll see what you guys want to see too. If I can get the cursor back down, I'll tell you. Can't wait to have my studio back. Anyway, here we go. The futures were, let's see. You did close your Disney puts yesterday, so there you go. And Google is looking pretty decent. Let's roll through our SPY big caps, and we'll check out a few other ones. And like I said, I'm going to hop off, but I will be checking out the market. I'll be around. And here is your SPY up today, hitting that resistance. And what did I tell you about that 640, guys? That's the number right there. I think that we're going to be going after. And I'm telling you, it may take a few weeks, and it's perfectly fine. We kind of want it to take a few weeks. So we'll be watching this pretty closely. Let's just look at our Mag 7 and them guys real quick, see what they're up to, because Apple's still running up after that tariff news. It loved it yesterday. And also they're doing business in the U.S., so they announced that. So, that's going to be big as well. But, yeah, if we could read down here, we'd be able to see it. I just can't. Actually, you know what? I should have just did this. I made the screen bigger, but I don't know why I didn't do that. There we go. That'll help. Anyway, there we go. I just made the screen a little bigger. I should have did that from the get-go. Anyway, there, Amazon right there, 222. It's cruising back up, not looking bad. And look, it made all that room on the chart, build a support line, and these things are setting up, guys. I'm telling you, you can see it right here. They're getting crazy. And I just can't wait. You got a couple weeks, and that's about it. Google right there looking pretty good. I'm telling you, that thing's about to run up there, so check it out. Meta also has been trying to run up, and that looks really good. And, of course, Microsoft turning around right here, making a base, and it's been a monster lately. And NVIDIA right now is up, so all of them cruising along, looking pretty good. And Tesla, we knew, is going to be looking good at 321, and it will not be dipping down real hard, and it's not looking bad there. AMC up a little bit, and these meme stocks are getting set up, guys. GameStop as well, so we're keeping an eye on these. And Chewy right here, let's see what it's doing. It's up 10 cents. I know it had some good pullback happening, and this is going to get set up. And Unity right here, that's the one that had some good pullback. I was getting confused. Chewy setting up. Unity had some good pullback. Let Unity pull back right there, letter U. And Netflix right here, let's see what it's doing. It is up $4, and that built some support, so maybe it isn't coming down some more, but it made a lot of room on the chart. Look at them. They came all the way down, and they barely had to move, guys. I mean, it was some pretty light pullback for them, I must say. I mean, they did dip down, don't get me wrong, 13 to 11, nice dip, but a strong dip to make a lot of room on that chart. So that's what I'm telling you. I mean, they did pull back, and we knew it, but it's pretty strong right there. AVGO, that looks pretty good to keep running up. And MU was liking that news, and that jumped up there looking way better. And TSM was also cruising along, and that enjoyed some news. And SMCI, that one is getting back to basing out down there after the bad earnings. So keep an eye. That'll be a good opportunity, of course. And AMD, same situation, bottomed out yesterday, and it's getting ready to move back up here. You can see that bottom down there, and we will start moving back up. So that is AMD looking a little better this morning. And let's just see what QCOM is doing right here. It's up a little bit, and that's actually looking way better. And QCOM's getting set up, guys. You might want to keep an eye on it. Remember, it was getting set up a few weeks ago, and then it took a nice pullback right there to the spot, and now that's the bottom right there. So that one's getting ready to get set up. Good old QCOM. And how about Snow? And that's up 472. Remember, we were saying last night that looked pretty good, that software one. And how about PayPal right here? That's up, and that's looking a little better right now. I'm telling you, the market's going to get cranking, guys. And even as it pulls back, it sets up. Here's where your bottoms are already in. So we're working around most of them. Intel's going back up. It'll pull back a little bit as it gets set up right there. And Dell is up and trying to cruise back up. And again, they're just making some crazy new room. IBM's going to be a good one, guys, right here. So keep your eye on that one. And Palantir, if I type it in correctly, it'll come up $1.40. And in the top, it keeps on cruising. And that one's going to be a monster, too. And Sophie right here looks good. That's going to be a monster. How about Mara and Riot? Because they're setting up and looking a little better right there. Mara, there's Riot right there. 20 still over them, but it's coming down and looking way better. Like I said, Clean Spark also setting up right there. And MicroStrategy, we know, is looking better, and that's setting up to get cruising, guys. So keep your eye on MicroStrategy, and let's take a look and see what Robinhood is doing this morning. it had been pulling back there, and it's bouncing off it. That did bottom out right there. Look at this run in the top too, and they still want to run up, guys. I'm telling you, when you get into the bubble, that's what they're going to do. There is no pullback, big correction pullback like that. These things just pull back here and then just run even higher. So that's what we're about to be seeing, and we're seeing it kind of right now. Coinbase right there, absolutely looking good. 2 set up, and let's see what Bull is doing, because it was being bullish yesterday, and it's still moving up there, so that's looking pretty good. And Space right here is down. SPCE, Virgin Galactic, let it pull down, and it can set back up right there. And Boeing, let's see, that is up, and it was, that's setting up too. DJT is just pulling back. It's up a little bit this morning, and maybe that bottoms in yesterday. We'll look at it closer today, and Fun's going to follow it, so we'll keep an eye on both of them. And how about McDonald's coming out with adult Happy Meals, and it's up this morning, so there we are with that. And Disney right there had been pulling back, and that was a good pullback right there, and it looks like Disney's about to start moving back up. So there you are with that. And Oxy right here, I'm telling you, oil and gas, look at that look, and that looks good. ExxonMobil looks pretty good to set up. And let's just take a look and see what DXYZ is doing, because that is setting up as well, looking pretty good. BKKT, that's up a little bit, not looking bad right there. So there we are, guys. I'd say that's a pretty good pre-market review. Let me just see what you guys have. Couple of other ones, some notable tickers with earnings today, guys. Here we go. Thanks, Luis Rodriguez. TTD Trade Desk. That one is up, and it does have earnings, and it's looking pretty good right there. Wow. So, yeah, we are definitely in like a bubble territory. KTOS, look at this guy. This is jamming up there too. It has the earnings right there, and it doesn't look bad. I mean, it could get up to the up to that resistance. It's pulling back on the MACD, but it doesn't seem to phase it any. And RKLB is Rocket Lab right there, and that has been a pretty good one. That one is also pulling back a little bit, and but it could easily curl right up with the earnings. You know, I'm not a big earnings person. And QBTS, D-Wave Quantum, this one is pulling back a little bit, and I bet these ones start moving relatively soon. What's that QMCO doing? I bet they start really cruising along. Yeah, they're going to get set up. You can see their bottoms are in. They had some nice pullback, and watch when they jump over these 20s, they're going to be rolling. So there you go right there. What is ETHU doing this morning? That's a 2 times Ether ETF, and that does look really good there. Luis Rodriguez and MU and AMD both moving up this morning. Both looking pretty good right there. And CELH is Celius Holdings. And that one went cruising on earnings, it looks like. Or they do have earnings coming up. I'm not sure if they reported them yet. But it is moving. And that was a bottom look right there. So I'm telling you guys, this market's crazy. And it is Luis Rodriguez, youngest, turns 25. Happy birthday to your youngest right there. So enjoy that one. And time does fly by, Luis Rodriguez. And futures are forest green. So there you go. And let me see what else is going on right here. Let's see, SMCY. Let's see what it's doing. That is the income strategy for the SMCI. And I'll tell you what, that looks really good right there, Luis Rodriguez. It's probably a really good buy yesterday. DOUL, that Duolingo, that jumped up $94. Look at that bad boy right off the support line. You see why I say they jump off support lines right there. And let's see what it's doing. It's already moving. I'm not sure why, but they're doing something right there. That's an application company. And I know the Viking was up as well. We've been looking at it and liking it. And there you go with Viking, VKTX. And BMNR right there is up as well. And that was looking good. And that should continue to run up there. ASML, let me see. It did like the tariff news. Let me get back up there. ASML. Oh yeah, that one was looking good there, up $24, and that likes the tariff news. You are absolutely right, like right there. And that Coinbase, I'm telling you, that one's getting set up, so that's looking good. Initial jobless claims this morning at 8:30, and Bank of England cut their interest rates 0.25% right there. So I'm still not sure what Pal's waiting for, but there you go, guys. I'm gonna hop off early, like I said, because I do have to get moving this morning somewhere. But there's our market, and Apple's way up, guys. I mean, Apple is looking good right there off of that tariff news and invested into the U.S. And these things are just setting up, and obviously they're going to run a pull back, but these things are just running, guys, and that's what it looks like we're going to be seeing. So there you go. I think that's a decent pre-market review. Real quick, I'll check out crypto real quick because that was green. I did see that this morning, and Bitcoin's back to 116, and it wants to get cruising, guys. So I'm telling you, this market's getting fired up. Look at Ethereum getting rolling, Solana getting rolling right there, and even Ripple right here is going to get rolling. So look at that 20 getting close, and I'm telling you, the markets are getting fired up, and we're getting closer to bubble territory every single day, I must say. So go ahead and have a great day, everybody. Be sure to trade smart and lock in those profits. And I'll keep you guys posted on what I see, but it looks pretty good, obviously. And this market just keeps cranking up, guys. It's pretty wild, but it is pretty fun. And like I said, it's going to get even better. This is just the beginning. So let's have a good time with it. Just trade them smart and lock in those profits, as I say. So goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.